the epicness of gaming. I want to talk about the subject. There's too much drama happening in the YouTube community from both borders, and I feel like that what actually happened, that what actually happened to my friend Tyrone, and I feel sorry for him about what actually happened. There were cyberbullies and haters talking to him on Skype, and you know what, they evoked, they on purposely evoked him. And what I mean by evoked him, they they teased him, they did all this stuff to make him rage. And I feel sorry for him, and I feel like that they don't have any common sense. I feel like the more that people cyberbullying and deny that they're doing this stuff, it's gonna hurt them, and it's not gonna hurt the people who are suffering from it. I feel that I feel that there's this bad, this bad thing that's happened. This generation doesn't. I feel like this generation doesn't have any common sense. We got millennials that are doing bad things. We have good millennials, but we have bad millennials doing bad things, and I'm serious, and I'm not kidding. My friend Tyrell got cyberbullied from these cyberbullies and haters and trolls from that I dealt with last year, and I know what they're doing, and they're trying to expose Tyrell for doing. They're trying to do the same thing that they did to me, to Tyrell, and I seen it done before. But how? How can you just say that you prefer me, how you prefer Tyrell over me? Well, I don't use Skype and everything. I don't trust people. I mean, I don't trust people. I just don't trust cyberbullies and haters because I know what they're going to do. It's like a snake in the grass that's ready to bite. Um, they made him raged, and and they provoked him, and they started it. And what I mean by they started the drama first over Skype. And they could deny all they want. They could be goody two shoes about it, but seriously, you if you have something a problem with his intelligence, he's actually smart. You just haven't seen his full potential in the YouTube as a platform. I bring my full potential, and how come that you prefer that how you say Matthew O'Clair, my first name on YouTube, the prefer saying that I'm smarter than Tyrell? No, no one is not smarter than anyone. Everybody has equal knowledge, even if they're disabled or not disabled. It doesn't matter. What does matter is that we show respect to one another. And constantly, I'm seeing disrespect going around everywhere. I've been seeing drama that I left from, and I'm like between of it. I'm borderline from both. I'm like I'm getting pulled from one. Like I'm trying to get. They're trying to pull me in that direction, but I'm not getting that direction. And I feel like no one does. I feel like these cyberbullies, hater trolls, whatever they call it, they don't have no common sense. And why is that? What are you trying to prove with all your hate? You're proving nothing. You're disappointing. You're disappointed, and you're saying, oh, and you claim it's entertainment, but it's not entertainment. It's an insult. It's it's not just an insult. It's disrespect, prejudice. You won't. just because Tyro has autism doesn't mean does not mean he's not doesn't mean that he's not doesn't mean that he isn't smart. He is smart. He is, and you take that out of context and you think that he's um um and you claim that you make these racist remarks. I don't like what's going on. Period. And I see my friends suffer for it. No, no one shouldn't suffer because someone is doesn't want to admit that they're freaking prejudiced over disabled people. And you know what? I don't give to whatever they call it. I don't give what you think or what your opinions on it. If you think you're entitled to tell people what they should do, no, you're not entitled to tell anybody. You think you're helping the situation, but you're making the situation worse because of your own benefit and your own alter egos. I, on the other hand, am sick and tired of seeing my friends suffer the pain that I suffered. And you know, I I moved on from the drama. I did. And I'm just gonna stand up. I'm gonna stand up for Tyro because I feel like that he got disrespected and they purposely, and I mean purposely, over Skype, they provoked him. And they could deny it and lie. They could lie all they want. They already just set a wildfire. It's just set a wildfire already. And Tyro, I feel sorry for you, but bro, this weekend I'm probably gonna give you a shout out so you can get some support from the shout out series, because I know the shout out series very well. But I'm gonna see if the shout out series can support you, and I'm going to see beyond if I can help you some more. And last thing for these haters and cyberboys and trolls, you think you're tough, but when you're hiding behind that internet, we know that you're not tough. We know that you're just um you're trying to make fame, but your fame does not last. Your fame becomes a uh it falls into a dark hole and never be seen again. Because in the end of the day, the ones who win the battle shall admit defeat. And you have lost. You have lost to Tyro. And you can't believe it? Then it's your problem. Because assess it always oh I know not assess always leads to a better path than going back to drama, but that's your case. My case is if you don't have nothing better to say, don't my case if you don't have nothing better to do, then do something. Or if you don't have nothing better to say, keep it to yourself. Because I feel like these cyberboys and haters and trolls don't have no common sense at all. And what I mean by that, and no common sense, they have to be self-centered, and it's all have to be all about them. Well, reality check. You should look at yourself in the mirror before you go judge somebody, because your judging does not help the issue. It just makes the issue worse. And if you don't believe me, then rethink on it. And one more thing, I want to give thanks to my friends in the shout out series. And Tyro, I'm going to give you a shout out. Tyro Rogers, I'm going to give you a shout out this weekend, this coming Sunday. So stay tuned for that. And also, if you want to learn something, if you want to learn something from CEO Matt, learn something from me, because those haters and trolls and those cyberbullies, they don't matter. At the end of the day, it's you that matters and your friends that matter. And not the cyberbullies or not the haters or the trolls. They're irrelevant. They're not even. They're a forgotten idea that was forgot. They're false. They like the false and like to make lies and make gossip about people who don't that they want to ruin people's reputation. But in the end of the day, it's them that lose, and it's we that win. That wins. That's what I mean. So I don't mean to stutter. I mean, I'm gonna restart on that. It's we that win. Keep it, and also keep it epicness like the fallen star. And there's gonna be more Let's Plays of the Nintendo Switch. I'll be also posting my friend code down in the description. And keep it epicness. Boom.